you're seeing on your screen is our total dealer trade network for work truck solution. Uh, this is quite a tangled web, if you will, but this is going to be between Chevy, Ford, and Ram OEMs. But what you're seeing is how impactful this is to your dealership. You are able to trade throughout the country. You're able to trade in your local area and just be able to find the right truck right now for you. Makes for a really strong dealer trade network and gives you the ability to really find the truck, like I said, that you're looking for right now. Is my volume still okay, Claudia?
You're a little bit quiet, but I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I apologize, guys, if you're having a hard time hearing me. I don't know what's going on. So what you're looking at the screen, the average number of trade partners in your area. You'll notice Ford and Chevy are at about 20%. Great numbers for 20 trade partners. Ram 27, but Ram is one of our newer OEMs, so they're spread a little bit farther out. Their dealer trade networks are set for a little further miles, so that they have appears to have more trade partners. And then you'll notice GMC, Isuzu, and Nissan as they trickle down. All right. I'm going to go ahead and change screens real quick here for you guys. So what we have, guys, is you have the ability to show your inventory to other dealers and show other dealers' inventory on your site. So for instance, this is one of our demo sites. You'll notice that we've got 2 contractor bodies available, but we're showing 16. So when your buyer comes to the site and they're looking for a contractor body and you have 16 available to you, that's pretty powerful. It not only is showing that buyer you can get them anything you want, it's increasing your flooring without increasing your overhead. We're always going to show your inventory first, followed by inventory that other dealers have said they'd be willing to trade if somebody needs them. They're going to say job ready in a number of days. Those number of days are going to be a day to clean it up and deliver it, and then whatever the days before that would be drive time. So in this case, 2 days, it's going to take me a day to get it to my dealership and a day to clean it up and deliver it. We're never going to show price on dealer trade to the buyers. If you have to pay transport on it, you're going to want to offset that to the buyers. We are always going to use on-lot photos. They're always going to be anonymous. If those buyers are on your site, we want them sticky to you. We want them buying their trucks from you. So all the signs have been removed, unflapped names of dealerships, license plates, anything to tell that buyer it's somewhere other than your dealership. When they come into that unit, they're going to get all the chassis and body details, all the great information, same as they would get on your site. So again, making that buyer confident and sticky to your dealership by you showing whatever flooring you may have or want. You have full control over your outbound dealer trade. So you can pick and choose when you trade it and what you trade. So in this case, we've changed the days to 67 days on lot before this were to show. By default, we show everything at 45 days. But you have, again, full control over that. You can say, no, I don't want to trade this vehicle. It will never show up in the dealer trade network. You can say, yes, I'm going to trade it at 120 days when I'm eating my lunch, or any variety thereof. You also can protect your vehicle. Maybe you don't want to show any of your inventory to the guy 10 miles down the road. We give you the ability to say, yes, I want to protect this vehicle within 50 miles. So now this unit will not show on anyone's site within 50 miles of your dealership other than yours. Outside that 50 miles, then it'll show up in the dealer trade network. This is great if you have something unique that nobody else has in your area. You can come in and protect that one vehicle. You're the only guy that has it. You're going to sell it. Now, you also can say, hey, I like my trade partners. Got some great ones right around me, except for XYZ. We can shut them off on a one-off basis. You truly get to say who you trade with, when you trade it, if you trade it, and where you trade it. So you have full control over that. From the management side, from the Truck Pro side, when you come in and you start looking at vehicles and you have a buyer that wants this particular Knapheide platform body, you can go ahead and click on it. It's going to give you all the information. Knapheide, Supreme, and Redding are supported body manufacturers, so you're going to get a little extra literature and videos from them in most cases. but you're going to get red lock items. And for those of you who are Work Truck Solution dealers, remember these are dealer eyes only. Those of you who are not Work Truck Solution dealers, these are dealer eyes only. It means your buyers will never see that information. Now we're going to show you body cost. We're going to show you a whole lot of information about that truck over here on the chassis side. You can gather this all in your locator, of course, but this is just a quick, easy view. So you're going to see you've got a $32,000 invoice, you've got a holdback of $1,000, and you've got a body cost of $5,000. You can now start working that deal with that buyer on a dealer trade vehicle because you have all the information you need. Now, where's this truck located? Well, there's a location button. Sitting at Platinum Chevrolet, Greg's the contact, cell phone, office phone, and a direct email. If we have a cell phone listed, this is going to go into a text message. So now you're not spending a couple days trying to get a hold of that person and find out who's in charge of dealer trade for commercial. We have it for you right here. And 4 or 5 ways to reach out to that stocking dealer and say, hey, I need this truck. So a lot of great information, a lot of great ways to use that dealer trade network to be able to service your customers, to be able to get to your customers quickly, and be able to manage them in the best possible way. Claudia, you want to open it up for some questions?
Sure. Thank you for such a great presentation. I know that he went quick. We are very cautious of your guys' time. We know how busy you all are, especially in certain parts of the country where you're probably trying to gather all your trucks back together. So please feel free to ask any questions. Again, I know that was a lot of information, so if they come up later, you can always reach out to your dealer success coach or respond to the email that we send out that's going to have the recording. I do have one question, Joe. How would they select the specific dealers that they do or do not want to trade with? How would they go about that?
So they can reach out to their dealer success coach. Their dealer success coach can turn those buyers or those dealers that they work with on or off. So for instance, if you have can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. If you have a dealer that is outside your trade network, you're going to set a mileage radius. I want to do trade within 250 miles of my dealership. But you've got a really good trade partner at 325 miles. We can turn them on a one-off basis. Just like we can take that guy you don't want to do trade with and shut them off on a one-off basis. So you truly can go through and say, I want this one, and this one. I don't want this one, and this one. So you have full control over that. You just have to work with your DSC on that, and they will set all of that up for you and make it work.
Perfect. Thank you for clarifying. Well, if no one has any questions, do you want to go ahead and talk about what's coming up in the pipeline of our next a future release that's going to greatly affect the dealer trade network?
Go ahead.
Alrighty, I'll do the honors. So our engineering team is working hard to be able to give you guys more control over the dealer trade network. They are going to have a feature where you can actually select the type of vehicles you do or do not want to show in your dealer trade network. So for this example, let's use service bodies. You can see that there's 64 total service bodies. That is a lot of service bodies. You might already have 10 on the lot. You probably don't need to show much more than that. So you can either choose to show more service bodies coming in from other dealers, make it look like you have a bunch, or you can choose to not show them anymore because you already are a stocking dealer with a lot of service bodies. And that can be true for cargo vans. I know that that's a very popular one that most people have a lot of. And really any type of the vehicles that you have on lot, you can choose which ones you do or do not want to show coming in from the dealer trade network, or the ones that you do or do not want going out of your dealer trade network. 222 is way too many. It's overwhelming for your buyers, and obviously they don't need to go through and see that many vehicles. They're more interested in the ones that we're going to meet their exact needs for their vocations.
It really gets to be like shopping for phone cases on Amazon.
Right. All right, guys. Well, if there's no other questions, I'll go ahead and take back the screen. So thank you again so much for being here today. We really appreciate you taking the time. Again, we try to keep these brief and quick, especially on these more so training ones. Please keep an eye out for our webinar in October. It's probably going to be a little more in depth on why we push you guys so hard to get these commercial inventory sites and how beneficial they truly are to your business. So keep an eye out for that. We will have some special guests coming up in the next couple months as well. We appreciate you so much for being here, and go back to selling some trucks. Thank you.